we're gonna start from here, just directly into Kimura. All right. So last week we worked a lot here, keeping our knee in place, right? When I do the Kimura, he wants to lay flat to defend. I want to keep him on his side, right? So once I connect here, guys, it's not wrong to bring the elbow here and start twisting here, but you gotta make sure you gotta do a really good job of keeping his elbow really 90 degree here, right? If I'm like here past 45, look, he can go on forever, right? If I keep his elbow 90 and I keep my whole body, I can get maybe a tap here, but I can only get so much little rotation in my hip. Look, I can only turn this much. Right? I can't really pass this point here because I'm not able to turn all the way facing the wall. So when we get to finish in here, guys, the correct way to really finish Kimura here is to hold your hand, start to bring it over the top, and start to drop your elbow. Now you can start pushing your hand all the way across the wall here. Right? Nothing really stopping you. All right. The closer that you bring the hand to the back of his back here and push up to his shoulder, easier to pull, and you can finish a little early on. All right, see the difference? If I'm here like this and I try to turn, like I might have to turn a little more to get Jerry to tap. It's not wrong, you can finish here, but if you can bring your hand in, keep his hands to his back and bring his hand up to his shoulder. And now look, all I need to do like is a shoulder pull. I start to lean towards his hip and I pull my elbow back and I finish here without like a lot of effort. All right, so like obviously I want to be here when I finish, all right? I want to keep my hand on the inside. Like he wants to keep his hand on the inside so that when I try to rip the arm here, he's grabbing his belt grip and he's not letting me finish Kimura. So I'm gonna show you guys how to defend on bottom. Okay, how to escape. Okay, so all right. So he's a NorthSouth. He has the Kimura. Okay. Normally this leg is down, but he's gonna keep his leg up so I can like kind of like talk. Okay. So right, I want to keep my hand here. If my hand gets behind my back here, I'm in pretty bad shape. Okay, I need to get my shoulders to the mat but now. Okay, regardlessly, I need to hold my belt grip to start to defend. Okay, and then now look from here. Once I can start to defend here, I'm going to start to grab my bicep, one, and then now my hand will go underneath, in between his arm. All right, not on the outside. So like I have to go in between. Okay, I'm going to cup his lat. All right, now from here, like my goal here is to bring my head and face my partner. Okay, I need to bring my head up between his knees here. Like this knee here will be much tighter, but it's fine. Okay, for now. As he's pulling my arm up, okay, he's giving me a little space that I need to escape my head. So now look, I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna pendulum my legs all the way over until I can start facing my partner and get his elbow to the mat here. Okay, once his elbow gets to the mat here, it's really hard on his wrist to hold. Okay, from here I can start to push away. Start bringing my knee inside and recover my guard. Okay, if you guys do not bring your elbow down, he's gonna chase the Kimura like we showed last week. Okay, so I'm here. He has the Kimura, right? His knees down. Okay, I need to grab my arm so I can start to protect my arm, and my hand goes inside. Okay, cupping the like really close to his armpit. Okay, now look, as he pulls my arm, it was really tight. I'm gonna start to pendulum all the way out. Here, and then get my elbows to the mat as I'm here. So now when Jerry's trying to lift my arm up, it's really bound his wrist. Look at his wrist; it's like bent. Right now, from here, if he's probably gonna let go here. When he lets go here, I need to be ready to frame and start bringing my knees in and start framing my half guard again. Okay, or if I need more space, I'm gonna pummel over the top, push away, then step on his cross shoulder, and I can square my hips up, and now I have my guard back. Okay, guys. Let's just say that like sometime like I might have an arm bar here too. Like if he's holding really tight and he's not letting my Kimura grip go, right? I'm cupping, okay? And then now when I frame and as he's pulling, I'm using momentum to escape my head. So as I escape here, my top knee will be my bottom knee when I face him, okay? Then that bottom knee goes inside his armpit. So this top knee becomes a bottom knee. Like I turn, look, escape, bring my knee in. 1, 2, I pass like over the top. Now from here, look, I have an arm bar here. I just hug his arm, okay? And then I just bridge and catch the arm here. If he falls here, I just follow the arm bar. Okay, I think sometime when you rotate out, the guy lets go of the Kimura grip. So something like that doesn't happen. Okay, so it's kind of like, it's a plus. If you get an arm bar, most of the time you're going to escape. Okay, so I'm here. He's connecting really well. I got my bicep just like I'm defending armbar from bottom. Okay, my hand goes in the middle. Okay, now from here I'm gonna pendulum. Okay, if he's too hold, look, my knee goes in. 1, 2. Okay, now I can start bridging and dropping him here. If he lets go, I start to frame and look, start to recover my guard. And now I'm back to neutral. Okay. Do you guys need to see that one more time? You guys have any questions? Yeah. So I'm holding my arm here. Like it's like he has a Kimura here. It's like, yeah, of course, like I want to hold my belt, but it's really, if I want to escape, I gotta still grab my bicep. So I kind of replace my belt grip for my arm here. Just like if you guys like on top defending arm bar, you kind of like mummy your hands together, 1, and then now this hand goes through the middle, cupping here. I can grab. Now look, I kind of keep him tight to me. My elbow's tight to my body. So now he tries to pull my arm. It's a little much harder, all right? Now look, from here, I'm gonna start to pendulum my legs. 1, turn. And then now I keep turning here. I get my elbows to the mat. Boom. And now he tries to pull my arm up. It's really hard. He lets go. I frame the cross face potential arm, right? Okay, then I block the shoulders, and now look, I bring my knees in. Either one knee in, or both knees in, or sometimes I don't get the bottom knee in, but I get the top leg over the top, stop my shoulders, push them off, and now I can re-square my guard here. Okay? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.